I have told you about Kālacakra. Time is cyclic in Hinduism. Do you know that there are two types of Kalachakra or basic time structure? First is when you are in the same universe, in this universe where unit of time is fixed, and of course you know that at a different loka, if you go different universes, then your unit of time cycle will be different, below which you cannot enter. So that's what Revati story in Mahabharata goes, or Lavana's and all alternate universes concept came into being. So when you have this kind of situation that you are inside one universe with a fixed time scale, then what happens is this is called in Sanskrit, or Hindus call this Jagatatra. Same Jagatatra, then Jagatatra is kind of universe. So Srinantu Vishwa is different kind of. So every single type of universe conceptually, we Hindus give them a new terminology. So Brahmanda, Vishwa, Jagatatra, all have very different perspective where you can apply. So if you take all the letters Jagatatra, Vishwa, Brahmanda. So if you take each letter has a meaning in Sanskrit. So what you can do is you can identify, dissect. So unlike any other language where you need to remember the exact meaning of the word, in Sanskrit you don't have to do that. You can just identify the letters, and then you go on finding the meaning of that. So now what happens is in one universe you are fine with the Rita property that it is trying to come back. But every single loka has their own unit of time. For an example, for Brahma, for 10 to the 22 years, for me will be 1 day of Brahma. So 10 to the 13 maybe, or 15, some numbers will come if you just calculate. One pal, one moment will be 10 to the 13 years or something like that. So you can calculate in different ways. So when there are many lokas, many universes, the concept, the perception of time that is generated inside you is not because of your universe alone. Several other universes continuously projects, and then they give you the perception of time. So that's why the infinite series, this concept, this Satta Guna was created. Satta Guna is not limited to the universe where you live in. It is projection of the many different universes. So Kālacakra is also, you have many clocks, but you cannot overlap or couple them. Coupling is not allowed in Hindu concept of different universes. There should be a projection to infinity and projection back, because if you connect the time couple with each other, then you cannot do lokantar yatra from one loka to another, because definition of time is different. So there is absolutely no relationship. See the beauty? Whenever you are creating something that has absolutely no relationship whatsoever, then you create a feature which are fundamentally so much interconnected that they cannot be separated. If you separate those concepts, then they will die apart. Isn't it beautiful? Just like quantum mechanics, but much more advanced than quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics, you were taught that if several things are entangled, then their existence is connected. If you move out, their existence will be gone. Exactly the same thing when you create an infinite series, a perception based on the infinite number of, say, lokas or universes, and you bring them together. So I have told, now you will say that, oh, in one of the videos you said that we have only 14 number of lokas or 14 number of nested universes, and today you are saying that infinite number. Why do you say so? I say so because universe is a fractal, like the minimum number of symmetries around the universe that you need to understand to explain 80% or 90% of different kind of varieties of all the universes is 14. So 14 is a circular projection. Aroha sarega pada ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So you complete Aroha Avaraha and you create that projection of many different kind of lokas. That doesn't mean that there should be exact number of lokas. We are saying 108 dance forms will explain the fundamentals of the universe. That doesn't mean that a number system should end at 108 and after 109, oh, okay, I don't need those numbers. No, the whole thing exists, but majority part of all possible patterns and symmetries that can generate in the universe for consciousness, for other kind of things, you can build it. So you see that I have a situation that I have many lokas, and say 14 lokas if you want to be very sure, even 14 lokas, all the 14 universes, units of times and perceptions, they are totally separated, but the sattaguna or the qualitative assurance of the whole that is born in your mind using an infinite series of all these time units, and that is another kind of Kālacakra. So two kind of Kālacakra together gives a perception of the universe, what it is happening. So one is Vrita and one is different superposition of different universes, their fundamental times, and creating an infinite series of many clocks. So all of them are trying to come together and create three different kinds of perceptions of time. First, everything, all the different time cycles that you observe, nearly repeating events, they are interconnected with each other because you write them on a sphere, different diameter circles. Then you will find someone else somehow understood this pattern and gave me something that I need. So then you have a big sphere, you have dark regions, and you put another sphere into it. So that sphere is a clock, guest clock, and the big one is a host clock. So guest-host relationship comes in. That is one part. And then the third part is combination. So you can combine many different clocks together and put them on a sphere, on the surface of a sphere. So like you have 12 clocks, you can write 2 into 2 into 3, 2 into 3 into 2, 3 into 2 into 2. So you can take those clocks and add in many different, all possible ways. When you do it, then you get the third perception of time. So the Kālacakra has two different definitions. One is one universe and multiverses. At the same time, Kālacakra has three different perceptions of time. So in each of them, so in this way, there's three different dimensions and then three different definitions of Kālacakra and two. So this the 3 into 3 into 2 is definition of time is 2. So this 18 types of different time architectures gives the foundation. So that's why knowledge is always defined with number 18. It's an integer between 17 and 19, two different primes. So this gives us gives a fundamental knowledge of all that knowledge that could form in the universe. Not all, major percentage. Thank you.